Hi Alison, I'll try and address all these questions here for you. So what have we got? We've only got, should I make a class master list of all three classes combined or three separate classes? So I'll show you how you make a master class, and since you're the only person marking it, that's probably the best way, because then you only push out one assignment and it goes to all the kids. And I'll show you an example of that in a moment. I will have to go at adding a class via the Excel. So I'll show you where that Excel spreadsheet is. Hopefully you don't have to individually type in 55 kids. And then I'm currently marking the Year 12 homework task and have sort of worked out how to use quick marks. All right, how would I delete a quick mark option? I've had a go and I can't figure out how to do that. But I can show you how to make your own quick mark options, which might suit you better. I'll keep looking, and I've asked Kylie to have a good look while I make this film. All right, so if we go into Turnitin, so if you have a look here, this is what's called a masterclass, and so there are different sections to the class. So it's called Year 11, of course. And different sections, so I've just put all the standard classes in there. So what happens is when I click on there, we can see all the assignments that are sent to that class, and I've actually assigned a teacher to be that, and you can see that I've assigned myself to some as well. So that's all you would need to do. You would need to assign yourself to that class. So if, for example, here we go, we've got a Year 12 advanced one, which isn't being used at the moment. So I'll go through, firstly, I'll just make one from scratch. So add a class, and I'll change it to master. I'll call it St. Mary's. Subjects. Now, we talked about how these are all university centric, and student level undergraduate, and submit. So it's thinking about it and it's making it. There we go. Now class ID, that's you know what that is. We've talked about that and how it helps with kids. So then I've got it here. So new section. So you said you had 3 classes. I think you did. So TA, okay, that's just the teacher assigned, okay, and so and then my email address. All right, and then we submit. Okay, so now we need to name it. So you'd name it whatever class it is. So I'll say ENS1, and the enrolment key. Just always keep the enrolment key 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the simplest way of remembering that passcode. All right, so the class ID and the enrolment key. So if any student for some reason doesn't get added to it, you can actually send that out to the kids and they can log in to your class using that. So that could be an option, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So we continue. Now you just repeat that process to make more sections. Again, you put in your name and your email, etc. Go ahead and then make the next class. So and as you can see, I've done it here before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can make as many as you like. So what I could do is here with students, I can I don't want to email students. Add students. That's the one you're worried about having to do. Hopefully you don't have to do it that way. You can upload students, or you could email. Well, we can't email all students. So you can enter the message. That's going to email to all your kids, but what you could do is getting the I'm going to go back here. Getting the class ID, putting that on, emailing your kids from Compass and saying, here is the class ID, go to Turnitin. All the kids have a Turnitin account because they've all done something with religious studies or with English in the past 3 months. So you can actually just say, use the class ID to log in, all right? And I'll show you how that works. So, and I can give you some screenshots if you like. So when you're a student, you see enroll in a class. All they have to do is put in your class ID and 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and they will be enrolled. So then you'll know the kids that are checking your emails, and if you wanted to, you could manually put in the stragglers if you wanted to. The Excel file I have left in SharePoint, in staff documents. Now, did I put it in online teaching and learning? I think I did. No, I haven't. So you have to go to teaching and learning, learning technology, and then year 12 CSV or the year 11 one. Okay, so that's the path there. Staff documents, teaching and learning technology. Now when you open that up, you can see that it's got all the kids and it's by subject. So you can see the subjects there, and you just scroll down till you find your own and copy and paste them into another file. All right. Now, what were some of your other questions? Adding class, I've covered that. I'm currently making, now, quick marks. Okay, so we go to quick marks. So if I go into, now I have power to get into all of Brooke's work because I set up the masterclass. So you can't share the classes, that's the, Brooke can't see any other classes than the ones I assign her, but I can see everything. So you go into grade where you've been going, and I imagine you've been looking here. You can see that there are all these different kinds of quick marks. You can go into settings now. Like you, we've been trying to figure out how we do that, but I can't seem to figure out how to delete any of those, although you can add to quick marks, or you can create a new set. Okay, so you could do that. Save it in there. Now it only saves for you into your own one, so it could be, I don't know, I guess it's a CAFS. All right, and then save, and then you can add to the set. Oh, sorry, and then you add here. So add a quick mark. Good. And just save. Right. So you could do it that way if you want. I hope I've covered everything. If not, give us a yell. Thanks.